Attention citizens, your internet service provider can no longer be trusted. They are selling your personal data, including your children's data, to the highest bidder. We must start a revolution. Okay, so maybe it's not as drastic as this, but I do want to talk to you about what's going on with this internet security and your privacy and net neutrality and all that stuff that's going on that is bad for people like us, who like our privacy, who need our privacy. And I'm going to show you how to protect yourself and steps that you can take in order to keep your anonymity. First, a little history. On October 26, 2016, the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, led by Tom Wheeler, a Democrat in the Obama administration, passed the broadband privacy rules. And what the FCC did to get this to pass is they classified broadband providers as common carriers. This brought a jurisdiction for the FCC to make certain rules and privacy requirements. Things like the internet service provider has to ask your permission in order to give away your marketing data. And some of this marketing data can be as important as your precise geolocation, your children's information, your health information, your financial information, social security numbers, web browsing, app usage history, and the content of your communications. Okay, and that's just some of the things that now they can give away now that that rule has been appealed. Only 5 months later, after the FCC ruling, the Congress, the leader of the chairman of the FCC, Ajit Pai, they put a stay to the security portion of the rules. And in a course of a month, Congress passed a resolution, used the Congressional Review Act, and they got rid of the security that is required by the FCC to the internet service provider. On a month later, on April 3rd of this year, President Trump signed into the effect that now security is gone. The next thing that's going to be gone is your net neutrality. That's where President Obama wanted you to have a fast internet connection, regardless if you belong to T-Mobile or to Verizon or AT&T, or you subscribe to a certain thing like DirecTV, and AT&T gives you free internet, and it doesn't include towards your minutes or whatever it is. Obama got rid of that. That's net neutrality. It means everybody gets the same speed, everybody gets the same broadband and the same experience, regardless of who you are. So that's going to go away soon, because what's going to happen is the chairman of the FCC, the current Republican chairman, is going to get rid of the common carrier thing, and the FCC will have no jurisdiction. Goodbye security, goodbye net neutrality, goodbye unlimited data, and all that other crap. Okay? Now you're going to get a lot of throttling your internet connection. Can't watch video in the park anymore, or whatever. Okay? So on the other side of the coin, I understand where the internet service provider lobbyists don't want all of these restrictions, and I understand that Trump is trying to lift a lot of the restrictions because he promised that he would, all the bureaucracy and the red tape, which I agree on, but in trade of my privacy or my children's privacy, it doesn't go. So I'm going to show you different steps that you can take in order to try to get some of this back or to keep yourself anonymous on the internet. Okay, so here are some of the steps that you can take. First thing you can do is be more active in your government. I'll leave all the links in the description to all these things that you can do. The first thing is to go onto this website, whoismyrepresentative.com. And you can type in by state or your zip code or list them all. And you can find out who is representing you in the Congress. Okay? And you can write them, tweet them, tell them that you need net neutrality, and tell them what you think is fair and have them fight for you. Okay? The other thing is you can follow the FCC on Twitter. And you tweet these people that are the current FCC administration and tell them what you think should be. The next thing is to follow this website, Public Knowledge, because it keeps you informed of all the things that are going on in regards to this net neutrality also. And you can keep up with all the issues and all the links and things like that. I follow them. I save them as a bookmark. The other funny thing that's going on is they have some funding pages that you can contribute to these pages to get these people to get the internet history of congressmen and senate holders and get their information from their internet history and display it publicly. So that forces them to say, whoa, 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 let's put some privacy in effect and let's vote to get some privacy for the internet service provider. Because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And if they don't care about our security, we don't care about their security. So you can invest in that, and that's totally up to you. Whether they're legit or not, I don't know. Now, here are some steps that you can do at home with your PC and your mobile devices that are going to help you. The first one is to opt out of your marketing with your internet service provider. Now, the repeal to that rule didn't say that you can't tell your internet service provider that you don't want to be involved with them giving out your information to marketing agencies or whomever. You tell them, I don't want it. I want you to block it. But you have to actively call them. They don't have to notify you and ask your permission. So you can still call them and say, opt me out. Call your internet service provider, Charter, Comcast, whatever it is, AT&T, and tell them you opt out. Okay? The next thing is to add a TOR network. This is a browser. It's the Onion router browser that you can install on your computer, and you use it, and it keeps your anonymity by bouncing your location, your browsing history all over the universe. Other TOR browsers. The disadvantage is a little slower than your normal Chrome or whatever. Firefox is pretty good, but when it comes to Chrome and Safari, your privacy is not that great. Okay. The other thing is to do ad blockers. You can put an add-on onto Firefox or even Chrome to block ads, but that doesn't help you with your privacy. It just you don't see the ads, so it won't piss you off. The other thing is when you're visiting a website. Now let's give you an example. Say you're visiting http //cdc/HIV. You type that in. Now your ISP sees, he's looking up HIV. Let me sell his information. Oh, let's provide ads for him for health care and blah, 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 and, eating healthy to stop AIDS from, getting worse on you, or something like that. You put HTTPS and then // CDC/HIV, so that now the S allows you to go from you to that website without anybody seeing what exactly you're looking up. So your ISP only sees that you're visiting CDC. They don't know that you're doing CDC and watching the article about HIV. So that's a way to protect yourself. So anytime you visit a website and you look up at the address bar and you don't see HTTPS, add an S, and if that website offers security, they will allow you to reload that page. The other thing is you can install a VPN service. Now, VPN service is the best way because when you go on the internet and you turn your VPN on, you tunnel yourself to wherever that VPN server is located. So you buy a 1 month, 3 month, or 1 year subscription to a VPN service. I use IPVANISH and I use PIA sometimes. Okay, they offer software that you can install on your computer that runs on the computer with your credentials in it, and it blocks your ISP from seeing what you're looking at, and anybody else out on the internet who's snooping your Wi-Fi to try to get your information to what you're typing and what you're doing. Okay, so you put that in, and you have software. You can put it on your mobile device, you can put it on your tablet, you can put it on your PC, Windows, Mac, whatever it is, and you run that software while you're surfing the internet. So it tunnels you, and nobody sees what you're doing but you and your VPN. Now, you have to also trust your VPN, so you have to find a very reliable VPN service that won't sell your marketing data now that the law is not there, because they become your service provider. Your ISP, like say your Charter, Wi-Fi in your house, sees that you're on the internet and sends packets of data back and forth, but it doesn't know what you're doing, so they can't sell your information. But like I said, you got to have a trustworthy VPN in order to have this. And I have some links in the description of VPN service that promise that they don't keep your logs and they don't sell your marketing data. So all these links will be in the description. I'm very curious on what you think about what's going on today, and what you think about Congress and what they did, your ISP, the rules, all your net neutrality, all that stuff. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If I missed anything and you want to correct me, leave that in the comments as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out. Remember, all the links are in the description. Thank you, and have a nice day. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.